We have figure 5.3 that shows our aldehyde sugars and our ketone sugars. Remember, aldehydes and ketones are the same except for the placement of that C double bond O. On the left, we have glyceraldehyde. It is a 3-carbon sugar, so it is called a triose. All trioses have got the chemical formula C3H6O3. That's that 1 to 2 to 1 ratio. And glyceraldehyde, since it's an aldehyde, on the left it has the C double bond O at the end of the molecule. On the right, our C double bond O is in the center, and that makes it a ketone. Dihydroxyacetone is a fancy name for fingernail polish remover. Our pentose is in the center. This is a 5-carbon sugar. Pentose means 5, and anytime you see ose, it means sugar. So in the aldehyde pentose, we have got ribose. Ribose is the 5-carbon sugar that is in RNA. On the right, we have the C double bond O on the 2nd carbon, and this is ribulose. We'll run into ribulose again when we get to photosynthesis. The hexoses, they've got 6-carbon sugars, so they're all C6H12O6. And our most common, of course, is glucose. But if you look there, glucose and galactose are the same, except for the placement of the hydroxy group on the third carbon, correct. So on the left, your glucose has a hydroxy group on the right, and on the left, and the one next to it, galactose, has got the hydroxy group on the left. So they're actually isomers of one another. Fructose, now this is fruit sugar. It's got your C double bond O on your 2nd carbon, and it is a ketone, and fructose is, like I said, commonly a fruit sugar. So you can see the placement of the C double bond O, it does make a difference in whether your sugar is considered to be a ketone or an aldehyde. All right, this says, though often drawn as linear skeletons in aqueous solutions, many sugars form rings. And we've done this, guys. We talked about rings, and we've been naming rings. But what happens is they can rearrange themselves, and they do very often when they're an aqueous solution. And an aqueous solution is a water solution. Monosaccharides, these single sugars, serve as a major fuel cell for cells, and we build off of them. So when we get to cellular respiration, we're going to break glucose down into ATP, and glucose is our primary form of fuel, especially in the human body. So when we deal with cell respiration, we're breaking glucose down into 36 ATP. If we connect glucose molecules and only glucose molecules, we end up with what we commonly know as a starch.